Kenny Ortega, the choreographer of Michael Jackson's ill-fated shows at London's O2 Arena, is chuckling at the memory of one of the singer's big stage ideas. One morning Michael called me and said, "Victoria Falls," and I cried, "That's in Africa." And he said, "That's why we have to have it." Ortega, a long-time friend of Jackson, is the director of the film This Is It, which is released on the 20th of October. The movie is based on more than 100 hours of footage from rehearsals for the 50 London stage shows that Jackson had planned to perform. Jackson died in June at age 50. Daily, Michael and I would be creative jousting and wrestling down ideas, recalls Ortega. I think Michael wanted the world on stage, and he wanted the wonders of the world represented on stage. We had choirs and children and dancers and singers and musicians and effects and movies and the world's largest 3D high-definition screen. What Michael wanted was the Victoria Walls in 3D pouring over the stage with him singing in front of it. Ortega is speaking after a press screening of 12 minutes of unseen footage from the This Is It movie. Jackson is seen working out dance moves to Human Nature with his backing band in Los Angeles. The star is also seen performing The Way You Make Me Feel with a solo girl dancer, followed by an energetic sequence with some male dancers dressed as construction workers. At one point, Jackson drops to the ground in a press-up pose and leaps back up. He appears to be in good health and his singing voice is strong. The building site, set with its silhouettes of dancers scaling upwards, looks impressive on the big screen. Ortega thinks the film will have an appeal wider than Jackson's fan base. "I think it goes way beyond the fans," he says. He sees a show being built with Michael as the main architect. "I loved watching the young dancers on stage with Michael, seeing the sparkle in their eyes and the excitement in their bodies. Yet they were on stage with the very man that inspired them to want to be dancers." Ortega adds, "The show was massive, but it was also intimate with just Michael alone on the stage, with the light, with the band and audience. We really worked out our plans so that those dynamics were in harmony." Travis Payne, a choreographer who worked alongside Ortega on This Is It, gives an insight into Jackson's workload during the rehearsals. "Each of our days would start with me going to his residence. We would rehearse at 2 p.m. every day until about 3:30 p.m. or 4:30 p.m. and then we would reconvene at the venue and usually go from 6 p.m. to midnight. It was pretty full on, and then sometimes during the night we'd speak about the creative parts of the show." Payne, who has also choreographed for Madonna and Beyonce, says he hopes for the movie and will be part of the healing process for Jackson's fans.